Hello there, Virgo. Hope all is well with all of you, which I'm sure is fabulous. Wishing every single one of you the best that 2020 can bring into your lives after finishing this decade. And it is very well deserved, Virgo. You guys have gotten within and you have worked on your inner self. Therefore, by working on our inner self, you guys have basically set up through whatever you want to call law of attraction, quantum physics, whatever it may be. But 2020 will be a year of reaping and sowing, and it will also be a year of prosperity for all those, regardless of your zodiac sign, that have done the inner work and started and completed the cycle where you are number one, regardless of what it is that you have, whether you're a family member, whatever it may be. You have to realize, Virgo, that until you learn your lessons, apply them to yourself and work on yourself first. Once that is done and once that is reached, then everything else will fall into place and you have nothing to worry about. Okay, so that's an important lesson in 2019 that I know a lot of you Virgos, being as meticulous as you are, have basically brought into your life. So this is what this reading is going to be about. Basically what you've been through, your 2019 snapshot, as well as, you know, the year lessons and all that good stuff that you've learned, and what you will not and what you will bring into 2020, and how 2020 will be a reciprocation of every single sacrifice and or wish you've ever desired. Come in. So let's go ahead and start this reading. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and start by pulling out some cards to reflect your current energy within the past, now, and 2019. Okay, Virgo, so let's get that started. All right, guys. Wow. Okay, Virgo. First card in regards to your energy presently and throughout 2019 is the World upside down, reverse. The Knight of Cups reversed. Five of Wands upright. And Ace of Swords upright. And last but not least, we have the Six of Swords upright. So basically, Virgo, what this is telling me is that this year and the past decade have not only been, and how should I put this? Not only has the past decade and 2019 been a transformative year for you, it has taught you many lessons, and unfortunately, you have repeated many cycles that you have endured throughout this lifetime and other lifetimes, but you have gone through the same situations over and over again. Okay. It has been a transformative year for many of us, to include yourself. And here now, as we stand in, I'm going to say a couple hours before we hit 2020, right? You have understood that a lot of the lessons that were thrown your way, a lot of the situations you were placed in, had nothing to do with you and everything to do with how you processed and how you did an intake on the lessons that were being served to you. The World reversed. Basically, many lessons, many of them, whether it be finance, whether it be love, family, whatever it is, was brought upon to you, not only in this decade, but it was brought to you upon 2019 to learn so that you may purge yourself from all the choices and all the thoughts that no longer served you and were not true about yourself. Second here, we look at this card upright, and this is the Knight of Cups. What this represents in your life, in your current timeline and previous, is that you have been accepting things that have not been fruitful and or good for whatever path you're on now. This here, Knight of Cups, comes in fast, comes in with a lot of gibberish, but does not stay. So this is a couple of things you've been working through as well, okay? We have the Five of Wands upright. You have been in not only having arguments, but you have been having disgruntled feelings towards any facet in your life, work, family, home, and it's been an uphill battle for you. But like I said, it is until you learn your place in this whole universe, your place as a valued person, and value yourself and love yourself. All these little interruptions and hindrances have been coming to you due to your confused nature, right? And this does not apply to everyone, so please listen to the message and resonate and take in what does resonate with you for the better. And we have the Swords upright here on your energy this past 2019 and coming into 2020. A lot of you have been doing a lot of inner work toward yourself, finding the truth in every single facet of your life, whether it be family, whether it be friendships, whether it be career, whatever it is. But it has been a very much struggle for you, Virgo, knowing that you are very independent and very, very, very stern in your ways, but understand that whatever it is you apply to your relationships, whatever it is you apply with your loved ones, goes into your workplace. So all around the whole compass and your energy, you have been seeing how one thing affects everything else in every single facet of your life. So that is a good thing in a way, because now you know what your deficits are. Now you know why they're coming to you. So into 2020, you will apply these lessons, and you will also apply your self-worth and everything you've gone through and become a better person than you were in 2018. So that is outstanding, and not only outstanding, but that is gonna be what is gonna catapult you into the next step of your spiritual journey. All right. So now, Virgo, what I'm going to go ahead and do is summarize your 2019, where we've been throughout finance, love, family, and general. So let's see where we're at with that. Unfortunately, here as we proceed into the new year, we have to understand the many different facets that affect our well-being in every single part of our life, whether it be a significant other and anything else. So let's see what we got there, okay? And what we will bring into 2020, which is not a lot, and what we will leave in the behind with the closed decade and ending and start anew, just like the Phoenix does. My dear Virgos. Okay, here we go. Let's look at a general overview of 2019. The Emperor upright, Three of Wands reversed. We have the Page of Pentacles reversed. We have the Three of Cups reversed. And last but not least, we have the Two of Cups upright. Virgo. This past year has been quite a tumultuous one for you. The Emperor here represents and resonates with how you are set in your ways. Being the logical person that you are, correct? You cannot see or want to understand what the views are and anybody else except yourself, right? And that is the analytical side of Virgo. So the Emperor upright tells me that you have been stubborn in many of your ways, and not only in many of your ways, but you have refused to open up your mind to something broader, okay? And that is something we all go through. This does not apply to all of you. Listen to the message that resonates for you. Okay, Three of Wands here is a crossroads. You have been caught up in many situations in regards to any type of relationships around the board, trying to find one that you fit in. Virgo, you have to understand you are a different, not only person energy, but you're very analytical, you're very important. And you have been focusing and you have been trying to fit in with the normal folks. Virgo, it's not going to happen. You need to learn how to accept yourself, what you stand for, and who you are. And that's not going to happen with surrounding yourself with any type of negative individuals, relationships in the past, whatever it may be. Because that's always going to lead you to the dead end you are in now, currently, and you're much better than that. But this is a journey that you're going to have to take control, Virgo, and you're going to have to lead out on your own, okay? So that's that part on the overall energy, general energy for you, Virgo. Pentacles upside down. You keep blocking your blessings, financial, whatever it may be, emotional, relationship-wise. By choosing to surround yourself among negative people and environment, you will always end up in a dead end. Please, please, Virgo, during this new year and during this transformation process, understand that you will continue to sabotage every single part of your life and self, hanging around with folks that do not resonate at your same vibration. Okay, and this is something that has to be learned by you and determined by you, no one else. So you need to figure out here shortly, in a couple of hours, when 2020 hits, what is beneficial to you, what is draining you versus, you know, the false reality that you are living in. So this is what the reverse Page of Pentacles represents. Next one, Three of Cups reversed. Again, for your total energy for 2019. And now, there has been many situations that you have gone out of your way to fit in. Why? I don't know, Virgo, because you are an entity about yourself. You're secure, you're confident. But unfortunately, other individuals who are not at your level and you choose to surround yourself with will drag you into the negative and the lower vibrational feelings they feel. So Virgo, that is just unjust situation for you that you've allowed yourself. But coming into the new year, you will be what you're meant to be and leave all these behind. You don't need to be accepted by any other person other than what you see reflecting in that mirror, Virgo. You have it all. You have the career, you have the personality, and you have the financialness to keep abroad. But you are choosing by your own free will to remain anchored to a vast majority of lower vibrational situations and people. So therefore, you continue to surround yourself by that. Please understand that until you pull away, until you surround yourself with others that fit your vibrational circumstances and your will, then will you find success. You will remain stagnant until you figure this out, Virgo. And you are, for the most part, in 2020. So once you do, good things will come. Because Two of Cups here, you will find who you are. You will identify and recognize yourself, higher self, past lives, whatever it may be. You've been very scared of it in the previous past, and you have been very doubtful. But please understand, Virgo, that the life that you're living now is only, right? Is only a result out of all the other previous lives, all the unfinished business, and everything you have left open in the past. Now you have grown, you have understood, so it's time to put that fear aside and understand that you are in full control. Virgo, you got this. You just have to reflect and stop living your life due to other people's expectation. Once you do that, Virgo, you are gonna, the sky's the limit, Virgo, period. Okay? Next line, Virgo, that we're gonna look at for 2019 timeline is gonna be what we're looking at as far as relationships. We already covered the general. Let's see what we are looking at relationships as we come out of 2019 in a couple hours and go into 2020. Virgo, first card on relationships is the Hermit. Looks like here in upside down, looks like you have barely understood why things happen and how your part partake in the whole, how people treat you and see you. So recently here, looks like, Virgo, you have been dealt with karmic cycles that have caused you to come in and out of the Hermit mode. Okay, so that's the first card for your relationship. Another card, we have High Priestess upside down. Basically, you have been very aware because you are intuitive. You just refuse to use it, correct? You've known that the people you've hung around with and the people you have exposed yourself with were not anything that was definite, successful, and or positive. So unrealistically, you kept on hanging around this type of energy. So now, towards the end of the year, you've not only understood, but you've been shown how they have betrayed you, and not only betrayed you, but they have taken advantage of you, Virgo. So this has been a very important lesson that you've learned. So that's a good and a bad thing. Next one, Virgo, is the Queen of Swords upright. Queen of Swords is your very cold, very, rigorous, it is you. It is who you've become after having all the relationships that you've had and have not learned the lesson. And this includes to choose to continue to hang around with the energy and folks that no longer serve you and are keeping an anchor on you. You have now, into this very last day and into 2020, understood that, right? Even though it's been going on for years, you've understood that because you have let go of many relationships. You have let go of many alliances because you have listened to nonsense, for one. Two, you have listened to very negative people who have anchored you down. So this past couple of weeks, month has shown you how your vision has been clouded and all your thoughts and all your progress has been credited and remain like that in a cloud due to you not opening up and understanding what it is on your part that's been going wrong and you've been continuing. We have the Eight of Cups reversed here as well on the relationship line of 2019. You have completely refused to let go of individuals that do not serve you, individuals that drain your energy, monetary-wise, money-wise, emotional-wise. You have refused to see that, and that is a shame because This has thrown you into the abyss in a place that you were never meant to be, because it should have been this way, Virgo. You should have been empowered and walk away and understand what it is to surround yourself around the type of environment you want to become. So you continued with a lot of negativity, you continue with a lot of selfish behaviors, and therefore, even though you were not like that, you brought them into your life due to the law of attraction and the law of relativity, where you get what you put in and it comes right back to you. And it's a shame, Virgo, because you have always been a star. You have always been shining, but you have refused to see that about yourself, and you have paid more attention to relating and feeding the energy off of other more lower energy vibrating individuals and circumstances. So that is on your relationship line and timeline as far as yourself goes for 2019, okay? So last line here, Virgo, we're going to be looking at all and every single one of your relationships: work, family, love, whatever it is you've been seeking as far relationship-wise. We're going to take a look at 2019 and see where you've been and where you're at and where you're heading, okay? So we have the Star upside down. We have the Six of Pentacles upside down. We also have King of Wands upside down. We have, oh no, we have the Nine of Swords, a lot of sleepless night, a lot of hurt and crying. And last but not least, we have the Magician upright. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. You have been hit very hard, not only this past decade, but especially in 2019. The Star in reverse. You have gone through all cycles, all of them, every single one of them, and still continue to not learn from that, to move on. You have been emotionally abused, you have been neglected, and you have been aware of these situations, but you refuse to change and you refuse to let that go, because that's all you've ever known, which is reflected by the Star here upside down. Next one is the Six of Pentacles. There's been a lot of scarce reciprocation between you and your loved ones. You have been given the minimum, because with the minimum, you have been accepting it and continuing, Virgo, to not only accept that, but consider it, you know, a silent approval. So therefore, everything that has happened as far as relationships in any sort or fashion have been maintained and initiated due to you not standing your ground or understanding that the value that you bring. So that's, you know, that's a very interesting topic into this going into 2020, because after February, I see you going through a tower moment, correct, and understanding. But before you get to that tower moment, let's try to manage and understand that before it gets to that gravity, Virgo, okay? This here, the Nine of Swords, is sleepless nights, wondering why. Why am I not good enough? What is wrong with me? Why is it that I try so hard, Virgo? No, no, no. You have it all reversed. You are independent. You are beautiful in every single way. You just choose to surround yourself with negative, lower vibrational people that you feel comfortable with. It is not until you let that go and accept yourself and take on the journey of and challenge of stepping up a couple of notches into a higher vibration that you will break from this. But until then, you will continue to be fed off. You will continue to be unrealistic about the way you feel inside and the way you feel about others. Magician is the last card, upright. You basically are, within this past couple of years, your intuition has awoken with all the energy waves that have come in for you, Virgo. It's time to now sit there and reflect. Not only reflect, but understand what is it that you've pushed away and what is it that you have pushed away and denied due to your insecurities, feeling scared, feeling insufficient. Virgo, everything that's happened so far is not any type of mistake. Where you are now and what you are feeling is what you are supposed to be doing at this time and place. It is due to your growth. Please step back, look at what you have accepted throughout the years as far as the way people treat you and love you and show you that. Step back, Leo. Gain back, Virgo. Excuse me. Gain your strength, gain your confidence back, and understand that you are in control. Remove whatever control you've given to any other person except yourself in relation to you, who you are, your success, how you handle your home. Until you do that, Virgo, you will completely and utterly be going through the same karmic cycle over and over again. Okay? So let's work on that on 2020, on becoming a better you, and not only a better you, but understanding that only you have the power over the world you create for yourself. And do not, please, please, please stop giving everyone else any other power to make you feel this way, okay, Virgo? So that is something that we need to go ahead and realize coming in to 2020, Virgo. All right. Last but not least, Virgo, let's look at the many possibilities coming your way out of 2020, okay? Remember, the future is never solid. The future is never in stone. The future is always fluid because it allows you to use your own free will and actions to create your universe, okay? That's always a good thing. All right. Okay, Virgo, let's see where we're at as far as 2020 and where we're going with that. And last but not least, how it's affected you and what outcome we will have, Virgo. All right. You guys are so analytical and have so much to offer, and you guys need to take the reins back from whatever person or whatever energy you've given them to. You guys are so much better than that, and you will realize that after a couple of days we reach into 2020, Virgo. All right. Page of Cups, upright. We have Justice reversed. We have the Emperor, again, upright, stubborn. We have the Ten of Swords. And we have a lot of action coming to you fast. All right, Virgo. We have the Page of Cups. You've had many offers, many. And these offers have been very short term and very not worth it. You know, they're just hit it and quit it. Hey, what's going on here today and gone tomorrow? Okay. So that's been going on. Justice here in the reverse just means that you are still working on your issues with yourself, your surrounded family, and also what it is that you want. You're figuring out what is it that you want and what you deserve. You don't deserve this upside down. You don't deserve that. You deserve much more, but it's not until you release yourself from all your negative attachments, okay? Emperor here, upright, meaning that your energy is very stubborn. Your energy is very, very meticulous, and this was done to me, so this is what it's going to be, okay? And that energy And that type of vibration that you've kept during that has definitely contributed to this, the Ten of Swords. You have been backstabbed, you have been used, you have been manipulated in so many ways due to you not opening your eyes. And it's come very fast due to family members, acquaintances, relationships, whatever it may be of any kind, Virgo. So we got to think about a way to get ourselves out of that and switch out of that energy that no longer serves us. All right. Virgo now. All right, here we go. A lot of lessons learned, Virgo. First off, we have the Magician upright. You have learned somewhat the theory of manifesting things into your life. Unfortunately, you have a long break from it due to your, let's just put it this way, due to your being afraid and not familiar with the subject. So the very thing that could have helped you throughout all your ongoing circumstances and lessons, you pushed away. You are in charge of what happens to you regardless of what it is. And until you learn that, until you accept who you are, which is the manifester, then you will continue to live your life according to everybody else's opinion and everybody else's thoughts. And that is just a bunch of gibberish nonsense, Virgo, because you're much better than that. So, you know. Next one, Eight of Cups in the upright. You have walked away again and again from everybody, to include people that benefit you, people that bring you down and anchor you. Remember, you become clouded when you are surrounded by negativity. And once you dive into that, then that's all you know, and that's all you will be receiving. So this right here is the example, and it is the proof that you just keep walking away from many things because they do not serve you. The Queen of Swords upright, your feelings are guarded. You are very abrasive. You are very, you know, closed-minded due to the things that have happened in your life. But understand that it had nothing to do with you and everything to do about the energy you have surrounded yourself with, people you've chose to partnership with, and not set any healthy boundaries. So if you want to sit there and we want to go ahead, and please don't get me wrong, analyze this. Who is at fault? Seriously. It is, look yourself in the mirror. You have given silent approval. You have allowed this to go on and be dictated by the opinions and thoughts that everybody else has come to you with and presented you with. But in reality, when all that is out the door and you're looking yourself at the mirror, did you make the right choice? Did you remove yourself from people that were actually there to help you versus bring you down? So that is only something you can answer, Virgo. Last but not least, on this last line on your 2019 is the Empress upright. You have gone through many lessons, many, and you have learned from them and become a better person. But unfortunately, you're still allowing other people's energy and other people's thoughts control and manipulate you and rob you from this. So here into 2020, you need to understand that you need to go within deeper than you have and understand all the good, all the perfection that you are, and how you've allowed people that have come in your life and hold no significance to bring you down the way you are, Virgo. So that's going to be one of the things coming into 2020. For you to be able to succeed, you need to understand that you need to love yourself And you need to value yourself, because the other people's opinions about who you are totally irrelevant, and they have no benefit at all whatsoever towards any good that can come about from that. Okay, Virgo, it's been quite the year for you as well, and do understand that things will get better. Until then, you have to understand what it is to self-sacrifice yourself in order for you to find yourself again and become prosperous. If you continue to surround yourself and listen to all these other lower vibrational words and people, then you will continue to self-sabotage every single facet of your life in regards to becoming the person you're meant to be, Virgo, okay? And last but not least, we're going to look at the possible outcomes that will come out of you leaving all the negativity in 2019 and coming into who you're meant to be in 2020, Virgo, okay? All right. Oh, man. All right, Virgo. Here we go. Last bit of reading. First line, as your outcomes possible. Your burdens. Upright. You need to release your burdens. Whatever burdens you're carrying for somebody else, it's obvious that within this year you have not let go of, okay? So let's work on that. Judgment upright, right? Right here on this first line after the burdens just signifies that, you know, justice will be served, and it always is. This is a dual, you know, world of duality, a work of cause and effect. Everything you have put out will come back to you, okay? We have here 5 of Pentacles upright, meaning that a lot of individuals that have wished nothing but harm for you are rejoicing that you're still isolated by yourself and not gaining what it is you're meant to be. You have been offered the Page of Cups in some minute relationships, whatever they may be, but not good for you, Virgo, at all. Ace of Wands here shows me that you have been very inspired. You have the potential to be with the person you want to be, but yet you fail to realize with Pentacles upside down here and become in third-party situations. And 4 of Wands, 11. Okay, upside down. Virgo, we need to stop with this rejection. We need to stop with selling ourselves short and affiliating ourselves with people of similar, if not lower vibrations. You're more than that, Virgo, way more. And that's all you've got coming to you. You know, short-term, people, selfish, manipulators, you know, narcissistics. It is time. 2020 will be your time, Virgo, where you will finally realize your worth. See where you're at and come out ahead, Virgo, and only you can do that for you, only you. So that concludes the reading, Virgo, for what's left of 2019, a couple of hours and into 2020. Understand that you are much more than what you think you are. Look at yourself in the mirror and don't only focus on the outer aspect, focus on your internal attributes and your value. And just like all the rest of us, Virgo, you will learn and you will apply that into your life. I have nothing but good hopes for you in 2020. You're beautiful. You are powerful and you are you. So go out there, and show them who you are and stop letting people take your energy and take your shine. Okay? You have a good year. Happy 2020, Virgo. And that is it.